Good kid, bad theories.
I will say this for any viewers who are women. This story may be a little intense, so I just want to give you guys a heads up as a disclaimer, as a trigger warning, because this is interesting.
After delivering the baby, he carved his initials in her skin with a scalpel. And even though the nurses saw, they didn't tell the patient. When she got home, she felt excruciating pain. And when she looked in the mirror, she was horrified at what she saw. The cuts left permanent scars, meaning she needed extensive plastic surgery. She sued the doctor for almost $2 million. And even though he lost his medical license, he never went to prison for his crime.
Another successful delivery, and I'm just gonna make sure that I... Yeah. That's up, bro.
Nah, bro.
Damn.
He never went to prison.
Right. You could have hit like an artery, some shit like that.
Dude, that is a going to prison offense.
Well, especially, you over there playing with motherfuckers. You don't know what type of pain they be feeling and shit like that. Why would you even do that anyway?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie.
That's weird.
See,
bro.
and this is my thing. I don't believe I'm a violent person. But like that's one of those things that would make me get violent very quick.
I think that'd be like a reaction thing. Like if somebody told me that like they did that and like I just so happened to just hit him in the mouth after that, I would be like I didn't even really have control over that because that was some stupid shit that you just said to me. Like,
yeah, and if he would have did it on some slick shit I didn't notice and it was my girl delivering the baby, like
oh, bro.
If I'd have found out, I'd have went up there on some casual. Like, yeah, I just wanted to speak to Dr. Whoever about such and such. As soon as I see him, just...
The thing is like what goes through a person's mind when they do stuff like that? When you do something like that, it's like, okay, unless you think that this is like a prank, it's like there are really no other like reasons outside of that can justify doing that.
Right.
So when you do it, it's just like, okay, so where exactly is this coming from? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter where it's coming from at this point because you already did it.
Right.
But that's a very serious thing.
Even if he was weird, I think the scarier part about it is ain't nobody thinking about that for real. Like even you could make, and I ain't even trying to. I don't even know what how I'm gonna sound saying this for real. But like, no, I'm just saying like in terms of like black people. You know how like we be quick to get out of a situation like, oh, this motherfucker weird, or like I'm dipping, or like I'm finna, or like in a situation where it's a lot of people, you already know something finna pop off because you see two people interacting. You're like, oh yeah, I'm finna get up out of here. I don't know what they got. You just get that intuition real quick. Like I think even in that situation. It's an intense situation. She probably like, this motherfucker weird, but just deliver my baby so I can go.
I think a lot of it too is like...
Because you ain't finna be like, oh, get his weird, unless he trying to do some weird shit that alarms you that much. But obviously, he kept his composure that entire time.
When you're going through something like that, I don't think that's like on the docket of like things that you're expecting to like happen. Because like when you're going through pregnancies, what do they see a lot? Like, babies may have some health complications.
Right.
Somebody may steal your baby, you know what I'm saying? Because they've had things like that. People like the babies may die. Like you're not thinking that,
right.
This
You
doctor
just need
may
to get the baby
carve
delivered.
his initials into my skin.
Yeah, like no one's thinking that. So now that that's out there, that's just another thing that you could potentially be like, what if this doctor's on some weird shit and he does some weird shit to my body? Like while this is going
some shit
on.
I feel like you would make a joke about. Like when the doctor leave, like, and you just like with whoever you with, who you
maybe
came
it started
with.
out as a joke. Maybe he heard it.
Like, ain't that crazy?
The biggest issues is the nurses, because of the nurses saw this happen and they didn't say anything.
They need to lose their jobs too.
They are just as responsible as the person who did the act, because you could have resolved a lot of this very quick.
You could have even seen that shit coming in. You could have seen it coming into play and stopped him, bro. Y'all all know how to use them fucking scalpels.
Correct.
Bro.
And that's the thing is just like...
They could have stopped that motherfucker.
They could have stopped him. They could have said something. They could have done a lot of things that could not have...
Reported him to the higher ups. You know what I'm saying?
So many things. And they just decided not to do anything. For what reason? Like that's my whole thing is just like, you know what the problem is? We have made snitch culture some of the dumbest
shit.
Like it's so stupid what we have like enabled. Oh, snitch culture, don't do this. It's like because like look, unless you are
I wouldn't think that would apply to that though. I mean, maybe to them workers.
I think so.
Maybe to the workers. Maybe the workers know that nigga was so weird they just didn't want to get involved in some shit like that.
Or maybe he did something where it's like if he had said he was probably like if you say something then this and this, but you probably shouldn't have been in that situation in the first place.
He obviously is big dog. I mean, he's the one delivering the baby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So he probably got more like.
So you don't think that snitch culture has anything to do with this? Because
I don't think in that situation, like I feel like snitch culture is more so, I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't know. I feel like in a situation like that, though, like, people be real quick to, like, and that's in a woman's defense who here to, like, deliver a baby. So I don't even think that they would be looking at it like, oh, I can't, I ain't see shit. Like, they was here to deliver, like, a baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could see it being, like, in play if, like, somebody did something to somebody, like, outside of that. Like, you see are you with your homie or something like that, or whatever the fuck, or like whatever the situation, it pops off outside. Something happened to that person and you see somebody do that, then people will probably, like, apply that, like, oh no, I ain't finna say that I seen nothing. Like,
no, I think snitch culture applies to a lot, because, like, you could take it even to the like an example of, like, cops. There's supposed to be, like, a level of loyalty within the cops, even if they're doing something, like, wrong. And so, like, I see a lot of times too, just because I have that on my YouTube feed, where, like, a cop gets pulled over, like, because they're drunk driving or something like that.
No, maybe it do. Maybe it do. Now that you say it like that, that does kind of sound like it does.
A lot of the people, at least from my perspective, that, like, try to embody the whole snitch culture are the furthest things. Like, you guys are trying to hold people that are not gangster to gangster stuff.
Right.
That makes, like, zero sense to me whatsoever. And it's just like, so, like,
because ain't no telling how long bro was carving his initials into people
that's
before
what I'm saying.
somebody
Okay,
said something.
This is a very, I'm not going to use this example because that's an extreme example. I will just say that.
Did you use the example?
No, because it's a bad example.
Why?
Okay, because, all right.
Is it the timing?
No, not the timing. It's just that because people are like, where did you come? All right, I'll say it. Think of it like this, right? It's like we teach our children to... We teach our children that you need to, if something happens...
Speak up.
You need to speak up. If something happens to you, you need to say something.
If you see something, say something.
Right? But in the same confines, you will have individuals who will teach their children, because I've seen this with younger children. They say, snitches get stitches. And they'll tell that to a little child. And I've heard children, my young nephews on Chris's other family side say that same rhetoric. Now, if something were to happen to those boys where they were taken advantage of, and within the context, what's to say that they may not say anything, because in their mind, they're associating a bunch of dudes who have either A, never been involved in any street shit, or they're putting street shit and stuff that shouldn't even have anything to do with this. And they're telling me as a child, snitches get stitches, snitches get stitches, snitches get stitches, but something happened to you or happened to your brother, and you're like, I can't say anything because of this.
Yeah.
I know that's I'm reaching for straws, but, like, you got to think about stuff like that, because, like, you're holding people to standards that should not be, like, applicable to anything.
Right. Dead ass. Yeah.
I don't know. Was that a weird example?
No,
it's not.
Okay. I think it's valid. A kid will definitely put that, like, they'll apply that shit if they seen something happen to somebody especially if they see something happen to somebody who did snitch. Like, if you in a group of people and you got that, that those few bullies who would be like, snitches get stitches, and then you got that one person who decided to do some snitch shit, and then them people end up, beating up that little boy or whatever the fuck, or teasing him or whatever. Like, it ain't got to be, like, as far as, like, beating him up. Like, you could just a wedgie or like a swirly or just some shit like that. It's just it's just having that on your mind. Like, they did that to them. They might not even do that to me, but I know that that's bare minimum now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't even want that to happen.
And there's a difference between being, like, a tattletale and then, like, you, like, telling the truth. Because I could tell you this right now, like, I'd be damned if someone calls me a snitch and then, like, old buddy tried to blow up my freaking car.
Right. Oh, yeah. No, fuck that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, are you, like...
Young thug, you a punk. I'm not going to lie, bro. Like...
oh, shit.
I'm just putting it out there, bro. Because when bro wanted to sit there and be like, you snitching 10 years later, this nigga tried to blow up my car, bro. This nigga was in my house, uninvited, like, just trashed my house, and you gonna say I'm the punk? Fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, fuck out my face with that dumb ass shit.
Who tried to blow up whose car?
Did he blew up
Kid Cudi's car? He tried to kill Kid Cudi.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
And Young Thug, fresh out of prison, mind you, talking all this
after
like,
beating a RICO case.
Yeah, want to be like, oh no, like that's some snitch shit.
Idiot. Could have.
I think.
What are you talking about?
That's stretching hard as fuck for sure.
Yeah.
In that sense, definitely. But I feel like Young Thug probably playing it from a standpoint of like, he expect everybody to react the way he would react, which is like if you knew that somebody was trying to blow up your shit, you would take matters into your own hand. But not everybody do that shit.
Yeah, but that's okay. Take matters in your own hands.
That's the legal way of doing shit. So
take matters into your own hands against a billionaire?
Right, and that's the right thing.
What are you, John Wick?
Exactly, that's the right thing to fucking do, bro.
That's the problem with these movies. Like, you guys be watching these movies and then you think, yeah, I'm gonna get him. It's just like, that's not how it works, bro.
Right.
Like that's why movies are so are meant to be entertaining, because they're movies. This would never happen in real life.
Not even real, like a person who commits crime a lot is not gonna say the shit that they do for real. They might hint around it. You got people like, King Von and stuff, like who obviously, it ain't rocket science to know that this nigga done probably did some fucked up shit to people. But he ain't finna sit out here and like name drop like I did this and this and this to people. It's just like,
yes, they do.
Yes,
they do.
They name drop people that have died that ain't a part of their set, but they didn't say I killed this person.
Sure.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They'd just be like, F this person.
Sure.
Like whatever happened to them because they not from their set. But like they don't. It sound like they kind of do, but at the same time they don't get themselves away like that. I feel like in a situation like with Young Thug, like he probably know what he could do to somebody. So he's just like, I don't need, which is stupid as hell.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I don't need the cops for this situation because I know what the fuck I done over the course of time to motherfuckers. And that's why that's some snitch shit. You ain't no real nigga because you don't handle your business by yourself. You got to get other motherfuckers involved to handle shit for you, which is silly as the law. That's what they are trained for.
Well, and it's just like, there are so many things that come
fucking
down.
Bomb, bro.
Yeah.
You want me to start a war in my city just because some nigga blew up my, like, because Diddy blew up my shit?
Mm-hmm. But you have to think about like who it is that you're dealing with.
Right,
so like, for example,
Diddy.
it's like, okay, so the dude who with the doctor, he didn't get any prison time. So is it now a matter of street justice that we got to handle this guy?
Exactly.
I'm asking a question.
You got to be this, that you got to,
because she sued him for $2 million. The video never said if she won or not. That's the first thing. The second thing is he didn't get any prison time, but he got his license revoked.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's just like, does he get street justice? Because he lost his license, but he gets to go. He can do whatever he wants now.
At least an ass whooping.
If something happens to him, it's like
at least the ass whooping. That's some sick shit. He didn't kill nobody. But that's some sick shit, and you deserve to get your ass beat by a few niggas.
Now, somebody carves their initials in your chest. Like,
you deserve to get your ass.
I think
you deserve to get your ass beat by a few niggas, and then for them to hold you down.
What we need to just need to do it kind of like the guy. What's that one show with Forrest Whitaker in it? You know what I'm saying? Like The Godfather of Harlem. Like the dude, like he sexually assaulted his daughter.
And he brought
and at the end of the episode, he brought that big old Bubba dude and he had him take his ass. I'm like, yeah, fair is fair. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, look, if you carve the name, I at least gotta like on some Inglourious Bastards type timing, just take it right here. You know what I'm saying? And just do something right to your forehead.
Yeah. Gotta make it bigger too. Gotta make it more noticeable.
It's like if you get to get off, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you don't get prison time, but this is what you get.
Right. You get something.
I'd be a horrible president.
No, that's fair as fuck.
Yeah.
Like they should have different things like that.
Than we got right now.
Yeah, they should be alternative. Like if you like, all right, nigga, you say you're gonna change your life around, but I don't believe it. I ain't gonna give you no time, but you gonna get your ass whooped by these niggas over here.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and we don't really unchain them, but we gonna unchain them for your ass.
You just got niggas just ready to go. They're like in the corner, like I just itching to whoop somebody's ass, bro.
Exactly.
Like,
right. Drop the cage.
Exactly.
I got you for 3 minutes.
Exactly.
Right.
Hey, freak show! You're going nowhere.
Exactly, bro.
That is
shit
hilarious.
should be like that, bro. I'm telling you, that'll be fair.
Yeah.
That'll be fair. A lot of niggas would think twice about that because even if you don't get they might even mix that in. Like we ain't finna give you like, you know, like the max, but we gonna give you some time, and you still gotta get your ass beat. Like
that'd be kind of wild when you think about it. Like somebody who like
get creative with their punishments.
Yeah,
that's
like,
what keep motherfuckers from doing shit.
Like someone assaults somebody, and then they're like so you sexually assaulted her? Just like yep, all right. Tim, are you ready?
That's why you got goofy ass shit.
You ready to go?
You got niggas.
Go ahead.
You got niggas who be like, I ain't afraid to go to jail. Then, because they expect, like they feel like they know what to expect from jail. I'm just saying, but you got niggas.
I'm not like afraid, but like I don't want to go.
Exactly. You got niggas who say that, like, oh, I ain't afraid to go to, and then they go to jail thinking that it's gonna be just like they're gonna be in their cell, probably get into it with a cell bunkie every now and again, create an understanding and just beat it themselves, and they get in there, end up getting their ass took. end up getting jumped like for like months of them
Ass
being in
took,
there.
ass beat,
like, you know what I'm
ass
saying?
shanked.
Like some other shit. And then when they get out of prison, now they didn't change. Like, I'm not going back. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you presented that to them up at the forefront, a lot of niggas would not be doing this shit.
It sounds like you want them to go to Beyond Scared Straight, but that's not.
But
Yeah, but that Beyond Scared Straight,
They didn't get to touch
that only
you.
goes so far. That only goes so
they
far.
didn't touch you.
That only goes so far. Like, you can't do anything to them. They can't touch them.
Right.
They can't try to rape the kids. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's like I'm serious.
I mean, but they can get him to do weird shit. Like that nigga that was like comb that nigga chest hair and it better not hurt. That's or like put the Kool-Aid on your lips. You look so tasty, I could kiss you. It's just like, bro, like
yeah, but they can't kiss them, so it's like they can't force the boy to get that. Like,
And,
so
if they allow that to happen, I promise you that little boy would never want to come back to jail.
That's what I'm saying.
but like you can't kiss the kid.
You can't kiss the boy. No, we're not
I'm not saying kiss the kid. I'm not saying kiss the kid.
We're not
Hell no.
advocating for
If you allow them
underage.
to kiss the kid, they won't come back. Like, oh, you look so tasty. Like, kiss.
Exactly. If you just let him lick his mouth, he'll stop stealing.
Mom said whatever it takes.
You know what I'm saying?
So what the fuck we doing here?
He was
Mom said whatever it took. Drop your drawers.
He was skipping school, and I fingered his butt.
Bet you ain't skipping nothing no more.
Yeah,
You
what,
ain't, oh, wait.
how's
So-
Greg's looking?
Oh, so you want to skip algebra, huh, little nigga?
Oh, nah. Oh, nah. Hell no.
Yeah, you ain't finna skip this.
Skip. Don't play it.
Hell no.
I'm joking.
Oh, fuck.
I am joking.
Good kid. Bad theories.